Welcome, Sagittarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Aries reading. Yesterday was the Spring Equinox in the Northern Hemisphere. We also began daylight saving time, so hopefully you are feeling the increasing light, the relaxation, the ease, the sense that there is more time to do what we like doing in the sunshine. Or in the light of day, I should say. And also today is the new moon in Aries. A couple of hours ago, it began on the West Coast. So let's get started, Sag, with your overall energy for this new moon in Aries, the Ace of Swords. There have been innumerable illuminations that are impacting you in your present experience. You may be receiving messages from dreams. You may be meditating in ways that are helping you to understand small adjustments in your experiences in the past that are opening up revelations and illuminations about who you really are. You're taking responsibility for your actions. You're taking responsibility for your words, your thoughts, understanding that your thoughts shape your experience. So this is critical as you move forward into the present moment, through the present moment, as you are planning, imagining, elevating the experience of your truth, understanding its relevance to the experience of others. This is informing you with a new opportunity, a new project, a new direction in your voice, however you use your voice to articulate your thoughts and beliefs. This can be anything from a literal practice, a new idea for business, or a literal recording, document, or written text that you're developing. In the 10th house, we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is in the house of your social identity, and there is some impact of twinness that you're experiencing, a way that you're now visioning your purpose, your work, the achievement that is important to you, and the way that you've come about it. Your understanding and ability to return to something that you may have begun a long time ago, something that maybe you had a taste of, a significant taste of in your earlier experience, and you now have an opportunity to return to that. You have done it through a method of deep inquiry. This deep inquiry has reshifted your understanding of the possibilities, the opportunities that you now have. And you're also becoming more adept at looking at what is right in front of you. You're seeing the transformation in your everyday conversations, your everyday interactions, perhaps your relationships with intimates that have often been challenging or difficult, particularly from childhood, with siblings, with parents, that are shifting in ways that you're finding miraculous. You're tapping into the power of your words and your ability to be honest about who you are. And that's where it is important, and you know it's important, to continue your quest for more information, even if that information, particularly if that information is close at hand, very close, and thus very difficult to see and to gain perspective from. This is having a big impact on everything you do, particularly your social position, your work, your career, the way you understand your purpose on the planet. In the first house, we have the Tower card, and the Tower fell out as I was shuffling the cards repeatedly. It's the only card that did. And as so often many of us see the tower as with fear. We loathe, we are disturbed by what the tower represents, and with good reason, because the tower represents those things we don't control. The hand of God, the disruptive events, the unpredictable occurrences that can impact not only our experience but our social structures. The ways in which we collectively have agreed to do things are being destroyed, dismantled, disrupted in ways that we are all challenged to find the silver lining. You are uniquely prepared to understand this process, to be open to the intuitive information that it provides, and to understand that you have been in a process of course correction for some time now. You have been delving into the truth, your truth, and the relevance of finding productive avenues of experience by interacting with the truths of others. In the fourth house, your home, your unconscious, your family, your roots. You are finding the strength, the perseverance, the courage to do the work that you have been doing. Always a courageous, perhaps in some ways even foolhardy energy, I think, with the Sag rising, I can say. That has been a part of my experience. You are finding a deeper inner courage that is helping you to face the understandings, the revelations, the illuminations that you're experiencing with fortitude, recognizing the humility in accepting responsibility for your actions, your deeds, your words. So this is also about your ability to persevere through what has been not only a personal dark night of the soul, but a global one, and how you have been able to adjust and recalibrate your approach, your understanding about your purpose, taking yourself more seriously than perhaps others have, certainly more so, but also just the courage that it takes to sustain this self-inquiry, to understand what the events of the world are telling us and informing for us, so that you are really being brave in understanding that we are not victims. You certainly are not a victim, but that your ability to handle the changes, the unpredictable events, is being modeled for others. And in that way, you're supporting others around you through your own personal journey to face up to your truth. In the seventh house, the house of your significant relationships, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and this is very much about the way in which you're able to ground the various inspirations, information, and truths that you are seeking and integrating into your life. You're understanding that you have all the tools that you need, all the opportunities in whatever challenges or victories that surround you, that you're able, in the process of internalizing this resourcefulness, to abundantly create, to model yourself behind in the name of Mother Earth, in terms of a constant growth, expansion, generation, and utilization of those resources to create security, stability, and safety for yourself, so that you can enjoy the fruits of your labor, so that you can surround yourself with comfort as part of what you have earned through your courageous work over many, many years. I'm going to clarify the Tower in the first house with the Queen of Pentacles, a repeat in the second house, and the Five of Cups in the third house. What's beautiful about the reappearance of the Queen of Pentacles is that in your second house, this is the natural house of Taurus. This is the natural house of our possessions and our values, where we naturally seek security, where we order, balance, and harmonize the resources at our disposal. This is ruled by Venus, so this ability to make your home, your life comfortable and safe is part of a creative experience, a creative expression. And that is giving you a lot of comfort right now, the sense and empowerment to order your life, to ground your life in a way that you can sustain yourself with joy, with productivity. You're also really understanding what you are grateful for at this time. In this great soul searching, the seeking the truth, which is, again, a very characteristic Sagittarius move, you are understanding that despite the loss, the grieving, the disappointment that you have sustained, and that you are no longer prettying up for yourself or dismissing as not important. You're really owning that grieving, and that is allowing you to be grateful for what you have. And that is this new, more chastened, more humbled experience of your power, your real power to connect with who you are deeply and to mine your natural gifts, talents, reflecting all of your relationships to be more deeply balanced, more evenly reciprocal, more generous back to you, so that you're not always in the position of taking for others, uplifting others. You're also recognizing, choosing, pursuing those connections where you are cared for, you are receiving the benefits for your efforts. The Strength card in the fourth house is clarified by the Three of Pentacles in the fifth house and the Eight of Swords in the sixth house. You are poised to collaborate. You have projects, you have dreams, you have outlines for plans. You are doing the homework, you're networking, you're investigating the possibilities. You're looking at the horizon as you shape your environment, as you sort and harmonize and balance the resources you have. You're marshaling those so that you can move in new directions, new ways that you can work with equal collaborators, co-creators, to elevate a product or a service to a level of excellence. This is part of the way that you have been taking this vast store of information that you've been mining, the truths that you've been unveiling about your own behaviors, about your own responsibility in your actions, prior actions that were not successful. You are strategizing the myriad possibilities, the infinite way that you can combine with others the resources that you have. However, this does take a toll on your health. This whole experience so far is really revving up your energy so that you can be bouncing, finding yourself bouncing from anxiety, worry, hypervigilance to exhaustion, unable to barely make it through the day. You are expending so much creative energy looking at all of the opportunities that are before you, really contemplating this abundance and really trying to feel this abundance, own it, bring it down into your everyday experience. So there is a caution to remove yourself from your head a little bit, to relax from planning, and to really allow yourself to be in this beautiful moment where you are deeply connected to who you truly are and the range of experiences you've created and survived. The Queen of Pentacles in the 7th house is clarified by the Four of Wands in the 8th house and the 6 of Pentacles in the 9th house. Beautiful energies that are really reflecting back on your goals. This desire to step back from the natural cheerleading and caretaking function, the eternal optimism that Sagittarius is so often known for, this real ability to look honestly at that exuberant energy and really understand that the real nature of relationships that work, that are productive for you, are those that connect to who you truly are and reciprocate the tremendous energy and faith that you invest in others. You have unflagging faith in not only your own capacity to give endlessly, but also in the capacity of others to understand and accept you on the basis that you are entering into any contract, any arrangement. What reflects any relationship is the relationship that you are establishing with yourself. That even give and take is what is buoying you up, and what, I might add, you are celebrating. You are having opportunities to celebrate the growth of your community, the cultural and social platform, the foundation that you've created, so that you and loved ones, you and collaborators, you and community members can continue to grow, continue to generate the sense of being cared for and being and learning along a process that is endless, a lifelong learning process. The Two of Swords in the 10th house is clarified by the Page of Swords in the 11th house and the Knight of Pentacles in the 12th house. It's so interesting that you are deeply engaged in this general inquiry into who you are, what your past is now revealing to you about the things that have limited your progress until now. This openness to learn, to document, to record your own experiences, your own process. That's part of this tool, the skill that you lend to your organizations, your associations, the secretary, the scribe. This is a skill you have in being able to articulate the visions of your teams, your associations, your groups. This is also an interesting combination with this real fortitude that you are exhibiting. What you are building now, you are building for the long term. You are taking your time as you put together through these changing relationships that you're also managing, this real thorough plan, this deliberate plan that is very clear that what you are building is a security, is a stability, is an abundance, and that you want this to be done thoughtfully, equitably, and joyfully, so that you are building towards the comfort that you are so richly deserving, that affords and manages, facilitates your many gifts. I hope this reading is helpful to you, Sagittarius. If so, please like and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate all the love that you give, and I pulled the happiness card. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, Namaste.